Thank you for tuning into Do You Believe in Destiny? My name is DestinyRaven. So anyways, that was quite the wild storm we had last week. It wasn't as bad, I think, as the media, said it was going to be, but it was still a really bad storm. There's lots of wind and water damage done in New York. Um, I guess the reason why it's so, it seems like it's worse, the flooding wise, anyways, as well as, yeah, it's out right on the Atlantic Ocean there, but as well, there's all the subway tunnels, it's basically like compacted. When you watch a movie, was it Day After Tomorrow, when the floodwater hits New York? It just kind of bounces off the buildings and kind of just, like that, So basically it was that on a smaller scale. But, still a lot of damage done. There's still casualties. And, yeah, so, but, it wasn't, I don't think, as bad as, as it could have been, so it wasn't like Katrina or anything. Um, all over the internet there was, I I thought this was a little cool now, um, being as it was, coming toward the election and all that. The response to this was a lot, sooner under, I think, Obama's leadership there. I think response was a little sooner because of, election was coming up, and that's another way to, win votes as well as, it's the right thing to do. Your country is in need of assistance, and so, now you have Mitt Romney, who is, it's his idea is that aid for your country is wrong. But, so yeah, but Obama won, which, brings me another thing I wanted to talk about is the U.S. election. Obama's president again for another 4 years. It'll be 8 years. So this should be interesting. I like a lot of his policies. He's very liberal. So basically, Democrat, which is liberal, same thing, on the opposite side of the border. But anyways, so, I'm glad he got in. So, yeah, but anyways, that's for the storm in the U.S. and the election. Oh, another thing I want to talk about was the response. I did see lots of pictures of the U.S. Army in there helping their country, which is really cool to see. It's cool to see pictures of the U.S. Army not with in Afghanistan stuff, but in their own, doing stuff in their own country, doing lots of help and stuff, So, like I said, I think the fast response was due to the election coming up. If the election wasn't coming up, I don't think it would have been as fast as a response. But hey, you know what? They lucked out there. So, in some ways, but in other ways, you can't, all the memories people had and stuff, you can't replace that stuff. So, yeah, that kind of sucks there. But in local news, the Sherwood Inn burnt down. It was a strip bar here in the Queen area in Trenton, Ontario, and it, yeah, they don't know how it caught on fire. They're unsure yet. I haven't heard anything, anyways. But anyways, it was a dirty strip hole. Basically, it was a dive. It was, I heard that there were people living upstairs. Of course, again, people's possessions, people's lives and stuff being ripped apart, which was, not cool in that sense, when, a disaster strikes or when fire hits or something like that, having her, basically just being left with your life, really. It's good that you escape with your life, but, it's nice in life to have, little extras. And, so, to have, like, everything you own, like, destroyed, That's not cool. But on the other side, it was a dirty strip bar. It was a dirty shithole. So, but yeah, it basically like it destroyed the building. Um, there's going to be pictures posted at the end about this. And so yeah, you'll see it's a red building on fire with the fire trucks and stuff. So after I'm done this, it'll be at the end of the show and there'll be pictures of that. There's also going to be pictures of the hurricane as well. Some pictures I got from um, the MSN News. So take a look at it. That's just some of the flooding damage in New York there from the hurricane stuff. And then there was a tragic fire. Well, no one got killed, but you know, stuff was lost except the fire. But anyways, so on Facebook, I saw an interesting post, so I decided to read it, and it kind of made me sick. This girl in Afghanistan, I think it was looking at a guy in a motorcycle. I guess apparently, the father said with whatever. Anyways, they threw out. They basically, it was another honor killing. I'm not sure if she actually died, but she got acid thrown in her. She's 15. This shit's got to stop. Like seriously, folks. Is that what the Muslim community wants us to think? Because I already think that's what happens. I'm not really a big fan of the Muslim community just because of that. Well, I'm not a fan of the Christian community either. I'll get to that. But anyways, I'm not talking about that right now. So, and I know not all Muslims are like that. I know there's good-hearted Muslims out there as well. But anyways, getting back to the point, how could a parent do that to a child? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, here in North America, yeah, we might say we want to kill our children, whatever, but you know what? They're your child. I guess so here in North America, there's lots of bad things that parents do to children too. And you think, how can, but, in the broad, North America has stuff, East Indian, Middle East has stuff there too. So, oh, that's my train of thought there. So yeah, they have stuff, there's, you wonder how parents could do that to their child, if you're going to have children, want the child, or if you don't want, if you don't want to have an unwanted child, then you know what? Don't get pregnant. Don't have kids. As you know, it's not a sympathy card. People may say I'm cold-hearted to say this, but it's not a. I don't sympathize because I feel that if you want to have children, you need to be 100% ready. That means financially fit. That means stable, 100%. And if that's not 100%, then you shouldn't be having kids, no matter how much you want. There's a lot of things in life I want, but I know whatever for whatever reason, blah blah blah. So I don't know. Like I said, if you're going to have kids, make sure you want them, because parents are so crucial in children's lives. They control the outcome, and then when the child grows up, depending on what's been reflected at home is how that child's going to go in the world. They're either going to do a lot of good or do a lot of damage. Either way, they're going to affect people's lives, either positive or negative. So, and that's why we have all these, crimes. That's why we have all this stuff. Because growing up, there wasn't things taught. There was, people being born that, maybe shouldn't have been born. Well, not shouldn't have been born, but, parents should have, realized stuff. But anyways, you know what? It's going to happen whether, I do, like I said, when it comes to parents doing things like that to kids, children, teens, it makes me sick, makes me disgusted. But, kind of a way, being here now, you're kind of desensitized to it to the point where, you hate it, definitely. It's disgusting, it's revolting, 2 bullets for whatever. But you just kind of ignore it, really. Like, you just turn a blind eye to it because it's, You know, it's all over the place, and if you keep on, and that brings, you know, that's a little bit a lot of really horrible things that happen in the world nowadays. You know, you just kind of turn a blind eye to it because it's so much around you. So, and of course, you can't be preaching love all the time because, you know, I've seen some really atrocious things done in the name of love. So, you know, I don't know. It's a fucked up world we live in. There's no winning for the winning. There's no losing for the losing. You just got to live your life the way you think you should. So, you know, you know, that's pretty much what I have to say for now. Let me see if there's anything else I have on the agenda to talk about here for a moment. Oh, yes. If, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to check out my website, DestinyRaven.greatwebmalls.com. And it's basically my lingerie website. And I have, you know, basically it's geared toward the adult entertainment industry. You know, it's got, you know, sexy lingerie. I have the hottest, you know, a couple of the hottest adult dating sites on the internet. You know, whether you're looking for something or you just want to hook up for a night of fun, whatever. I got some really hot dating sites on my website. You know, I have lots. You know, I have lots of really like nice, really brand name lingerie, sex toys, so things like that. So, you know, if you're into the, you know, if you're looking for adult websites, you know, if you're looking for lingerie, if you're looking for dating, you know, whatever you're looking for, that's, you know, sort of adult-wise. You know, just pop into my website there. Yeah, have a look. So it's DestinyRaven.greatwebmalls.com. Its actual name is Desiree Fashion and Accessories. And yeah, check it out. If you like it on Facebook, awesome. As well, don't forget to subscribe to me, my show here. If you like it, that'd be awesome. But let me see. Yeah, that's, whoa, I had a lot, and that was all done talking about. Awesome. Well, until next time, take care and have a good one.